Tonight we are making a full steakhouse date night dinner at home. Same technique, same flavors, same experience, but without the restaurant bill. I took my ribeye out of the refrigerator. I'm gonna let it sit out and come up to room temperature. It helps to bring it up to where we want it to be internal temperature wise. I've got my Yukon Gold potatoes and my water going. I'm gonna go ahead and get these in the water. I'm gonna salt my water. Most recipes that you'll see will tell you to start your potatoes in cold water. I started mine in hot water because what I want to do is I want these potatoes to take on less water than they would if there were more pieces to take on water. I'm going to boil these until they're paring knife tender. I'm going to go ahead and move these back here to the stove so I can continue to work. I got a thick cut weld marbled bone-in ribeye, and I'm going to make sure that it's completely dry. I'm going to dry it with this paper towel. That's extremely important. I'm gonna go ahead and season it with some salt and black pepper. I'm using sea salt. And fresh cracked black pepper. All right, I've got some avocado oil I'm gonna add to my pan. Got some cold butter. My rosemary and thyme that you saw me clip out of the garden. I'm just gonna baste it. I'm gonna pull the steak, and I've got this little sheet pan with a wire rack, and I'm gonna allow my steak to rest in this pan. I'm gonna keep this pan and some of these juices because I'm gonna saute my spinach in that. My potatoes are done, and I'm gonna pass them through this ricer. Got some butter. I'm gonna go ahead and stir that in. Got some warmed heavy cream. I'm gonna season it with some salt and white pepper. See what they're tasting like. They're delicious. I need to add a little bit more salt. That did it. As I mentioned, to cook the spinach, I'm going to use the same pan that I cooked the steak in. I want to benefit from all those drippings and all that good stuff in the bottom of the pan. Now this garlic that I'm throwing in after the spinach because I want the benefit of the freshness of the garlic. I don't want to overcook it at all. Garlic in the center of the pan, a little bit of olive oil right on top of the garlic. Let that saute for just a few seconds. And now we can toss that garlic up in there. That garlic is gonna be super fresh. All right, some fresh squeezed lemon, a little salt, and fresh cracked black pepper. Turn the heat off. And I'm gonna set this aside and get everything plated up. All right, the steak's done. The wine that I'm pairing it with is the 2017 Caymus Vineyard Special Selection Cabernet Sauvignon. All right, so we got about 9 years of age on this wine. Color still holding up. It's dark. It is pretty opaque. Really subtle and soft and mellow on the nose. I'm getting some baking spices, a little vanilla. No further ado, let's give this a taste. Nearly full body. That's medium body plus on the palate. Nice little punch of acidity. The tannins have really softened in this wine. Even at 9 years old, it's really lively fruit, juicy fruit, for lack of a better way to say it. It's just really, it's really mouth-watering. Really good. Now let's see what we got going on with the steak, potatoes, and spinach. Just like it's supposed to taste. That's delicious. The garlic came out perfect in the spinach. See if this pairs. That's delightful. That is seamless. The fat, the marbling in the steak softens the tannins even further than they've already softened. And the acidity in the wine is clearing my palate and having me ready for another bite. Man, in addition to that, the dark fruit in this wine and the butter on the steak, man, they're doing magic together. They're actually just, but I gotta double check. Gotta double check. Wow. That's a perfect pairing. I'm Chef Glenn Ben, as always, eat well.